let's talk about one of those DevOps interview questions that can really make or break your chances. We're going to break it down and build the absolute perfect answer. Let's get right into it. Okay, so just imagine it. You're in that interview, you're feeling good, and the hiring manager asks you this exact question. Now, this isn't just some trivia question, It's a direct probe into your security mindset. How you answer tells them a lot. And the reason this question carries so much weight is because the stakes are incredibly high. Getting secrets management wrong isn't just a minor slip-up. It's a massive security hole that can bring down an entire system. I mean, we are talking about the literal keys to the kingdom here. Think about it. API keys, database passwords, private certificates. If that stuff gets out into the wild, it is pretty much game over. That's why interviewers are listening so closely. So before we even get to the right answer, let's talk about the common pitfalls, the big red flags that you absolutely want to avoid. These are the answers that scream, I haven't done this in a real production environment. So this right here, this is probably the #1 mistake people make, using the env command in a Dockerfile to set a secret. When you do this, you are literally burning that secret into a layer of the image. It becomes a permanent part of it. And this just nails the core problem, right? Once that secret is in the image, it's out there. Anybody who can pull that image from a public registry, a private one, wherever, can dig in and find it. It's basically like leaving your house key glued to the front door. Okay, the second big no-no is passing secrets right on the command line with the E flag. I get it. It seems so easy, so convenient in the moment. But that convenience is a trap, and it comes with a huge security price tag. 'Cause here's the thing. That secret doesn't just disappear. It leaves a trail. It's sitting there in your shell history for anyone to see. It's visible in the machine's process list, and it's even logged in the Docker daemon's own metadata. It's a secret that's just screaming to be found. Okay, enough of what not to do. Let's pivot and start building that strong, interview-winning answer. We'll start with the fundamentals that every single developer and ops person should know like the back of their hand. First up in our toolkit is the classic.env file. It's just a simple text file, sure, but its real power isn't how you use it. The whole point is to keep it completely separate from your codebase, out of Git, and only bring it in right when the container starts up. And the workflow here is just beautifully simple. You make your environment file, say prod.env. Step 2, and this is crucial, you add it to your Docker ignore so it never ever gets copied into your image by mistake. And finally, you use the -n file flag when you run your container. See? The secret and the image never touch. That's the goal. Now, once you move into a real production environment, you'll want to use the native tools built for the job. If you're using Docker Swarm, that's Docker Secrets, which cleverly mounts them as temporary files in memory. In the Kubernetes world, you've got Kubernetes Secrets, which are managed as first-class citizens in the cluster and protected by access controls. The key takeaway? Use the platform's built-in solution. But hey, if you really want to stand out, if you want to sound like a senior engineer, you need to go one step further. This next part is how you elevate your answer from just correct to impressive. It shows you're thinking about modern, large-scale systems. So what's the gold standard today? It's using a dedicated external secrets manager. The idea is that your application, at startup, is given a secure identity, and it reaches out to a trusted, centralized service to fetch the secrets it needs. You're not pushing secrets to the app is pulling them from a secure vault. And the tools for this are fantastic. We're talking about things like HashiCorp Vault, which is kind of the Swiss Army knife of secrets management, or the native cloud services like AWS Secrets Manager, Azure Key Vault, or GCP Secret Manager. Just mentioning these names shows your interviewer that you're up to date on enterprise best practices. So we've covered the bad habits, the good fundamentals, and the professional-grade approach. Now let's assemble all of that into one clean, confident answer that you can deliver. This is the mic drop moment. You see how powerful that is? It starts with a strong, non-negotiable principle. Never in the image. Then it shows you know the right tools for different stages, from local dev with M files to production with Vault. It also shows you're thinking about the entire life cycle, making sure secrets don't leak out in logs or history. It's concise, it's comprehensive, and it's 100% correct. And there you have it. That's how you absolutely nail the Docker secrets question. But remember, securing a running container is just one link in the chain. The next big question is, how do you keep those same secrets safe during your build and deployment pipeline? Well, that's a whole other can of worms and a topic for another time.